Welcome to Gobster's latest video. Remember that the following is his opinions and may offend you. If you are, no one cares. Now let's get to it.
Well, hello you gorgeous mother truckers you, and welcome to another video. So, probably going to state the obvious here, perhaps preaching to the converted, but this Labour government really does need to go. It has made itself perfectly clear that it hates this country. It especially hates its indigenous population, and the worst of all is the reason everything goes wrong is people like me, white straight males. We are without doubt the most evilest of all, and the reason why the world is collapsing around us. Rachel Reeves has spectacularly and quite impressively, to be fair, in the quickest, shortest order known to man, crashed the economy. There is talk of tax hikes in October. We all knew this was coming in any case. Well, those of us who were paying attention knew, any case, that this was coming. But now it's the depth of these tax rises that is of serious concern. One of the things she's thinking of doing, I don't know whether you've noticed, there has been a subtle change in language. Now it's no longer, we will not raise VAT. The words have now become, we won't raise the base rate of VAT. Because there's a lot of things that we pay that aren't at full VAT. Energy being one of them. Your electric and gas bill, you only pay 5%. That could then go up to 10% or even 15%. Same for car insurance. All these other things that only pay a small amount of VAT on could be bumped up to whatever she wants to bump them up to, which of course is not her raising the base rate of VAT, a bit like the not raising national insurance for working people by raising it for your employers, which means they have to let you go because they can't afford to employ you. The same thing. It's another way of they've painted themselves in the corner, didn't they, by swearing blind they weren't going to do this, they weren't going to do that. But the problem is that when you've painted yourself into a corner, it's very difficult to get out of, and so you have to do other means. So basically, we all know they're liars, they're hypocrites, and they are traitors to this country. So she's going to do that. That's one of the things that's on the cards. The other one that's on the cards is business rates. Business rates is what you pay on any property that's a commercial thing, and it's based on area of your shop. The bigger the shop, the more business rates you pay. Kind of fair. Well, it would be fair, unless, of course, you're Rachel Reeves, who is now toying with the idea of raising this base rate to 200%. Now, I'm not joking, 200%. Which basically means every single shop is screwed. Every big supermarket, screwed. As I'm pulling into my little Tesco's, this place would have to pay over 200% more on the size of its land. It would be totally and utterly and completely catastrophic, not only for shops, but for hospitality. Because, for instance, as you all may be aware, Mrs. G works at a local hotel. That takes up quite a lot of area. So their business rates would go up by 200%. She is deliberately, she's not, some people saying, you know, walking around with her eyes blinked, or as someone quite rightly said, the Labour Party VR headset, because they're not based in reality. I think she's doing it on purpose. I think that everything that this Labour government is doing is on purpose. Of course, that'll get me, as I already have been, accused of being or suffering from paranoid delusions. No, I'm not. I'm just stating a fact that you have to think that somebody can't make this series of errors without knowing what they're doing and doing it deliberately. She doesn't want anything left. I mean, the jobs, 178,000 people were made unemployed. And now, just this month alone, there's 41,000 fewer jobs. So people are being got rid of because they can't be afforded by the companies, because it's exactly linked to the national insurance rise and the minimum wage rise. So that's just crippled companies. So they've let people go. But then they're also going, we're not going to hire anyone either because of the cost. And that will only get worse once Angela Rayner's employment bill comes into effect, which I'll cover in another video. It's just insane. These people hate us. These people want to completely and utterly obliterate this country, turn it into an economic desert, to turn it into a third world state. It's not the fact that we need to vote this out. It's not the fact that we need to wait. We can't wait. These people need to be removed, because if we keep allowing them to be there, as I've said before, irrespective, I mean, one, if we get another election, but the other thing is irrespective of who gets in, they're not going to be able to do any good because everything will be screwed. And the only way you can do it is to do some exceedingly difficult choices, which is just going to piss people off. So you're going to last and be almost as unpopular as the last lot, unless you can convince people that to save the place, we need to do this. And I think after 4 years of this totalitarian dictatorship, people might be able to just go, you know what, we'll bite the bullet and let's get this sorted. Any case, shopping to do. Well, I'm done. Ways to support the channel down below. I look forward to catching you in the next one. And to the annoyance of some people, Arnie, take it away.
Thank you for watching Gabs' latest video. If you enjoyed it, you could like and share. If you want to see more, you can subscribe and hit the notification bell. If YouTube doesn't delete it, you can try and let him know what you think in the comments section below. He will be back. Now, get to the chopper.